have almost everything a human could desire.
I'm Morgen Stiegler. I'm from Bascom, Ohio, a little tiny town in the middle of nowhere with a lot of cornfields and a lot of pickup trucks. I'm a professional jazz singer, and I teach a little bit too.
Isn't there?
Yes, I grew up in a very musical family. My dad was always more of an avid listener. My mother was a clarinet player, and my grandfather was a swing jazz clarinet saxophone player. Well, my absolute favorite is Louis Armstrong. I make jokes that he's my boyfriend. I've named my car after him, and I've done a lot of his material. I just think that he's just a completely great role model as far as musicianship goes. Some of my fondest musical memories are probably in my grandfather's wood shop. He was a carpenter, and we used to listen to jazz records and smoke cigars together. I might have been 5. And he used to tell me all about jazz, and I used to listen to him play and practice, and it made me want to be a jazz musician too. I just keep going, and I pray that the people around me will not get dark, and they'll just keep going too, because we all make mistakes. It's just the intensity of them and how you handle it. I do. I teach lessons. I'm the applied vocal jazz instructor at BGSU currently, and I teach a little ethnomusicology as well. I do. I have a private studio. I don't take so many students because I don't want to spread myself too thin, and I want to be the best educator I can be. Dead or alive? Well, I mean, I think obviously it would be Louis Armstrong, but if I had to pick someone that was alive, I think I'd probably, this is really funny, I'd probably want to do a couple duets. One would be with Jerry Lee Lewis, the guy who sang Great Balls of Fire. Another one would be Trent Reznor from 9 Inch Nails. Probably a little Pokey Lafarge action wouldn't be so bad either. But I don't know, I live to do things that are different and get out of my box and learn new things. Heck yes, I have. My new thing is to celebrate being a woman and being, who you are, and also to celebrate the vintage and rockabilly lifestyle. So I've been trying to set up retro nights all around the community. I just had one this past Saturday, a pinup girl competition at Ye Olde Dirty Bird in Toledo. And I brought in celebrity judges from TV stations and radio stations, and we just had a great time. I've got another one coming up on May 10th, a cruise in at Bell Lounge in Perrysburg. And the big thing that I'm planning this summer is the Rockabilly Festival, the first Ohio Rockabilly Festival. It will be a lifestyle festival, kind of like a Renaissance festival, but based around rockabilly lifestyle. So there'll be cars and clothing and a pinup girl competition, a huge epic one, and drinks and food and music all night long. And it's at a drive-in movie theater, so we'll have Elvis movies playing all night long on the big screen and jam sessions, and hopefully a couple of really famous people. So it'll be fun. I've gotten quite a bit of radio play. I've gotten some TV spots, and last summer I was featured in the largest vintage fashion magazine in the world currently, and that's Vintage Life. It's right here. This is not me. This is not me, but this is Caro Emerald, who's also kind of does what I do a little bit. So that was really fun.
All right. Well, thank you.
Thanks for having me.